Hi. Let's boil it down to the oneness. This is what the awakening process brings us in the end, and has to do with this. But if this idea I left before a few times, and with last video, you may didn't understand the idea, but what matters is not exactly an idea, but try to explain this. Because what is in stake is not exactly an idea, but a matter of fact, reality, the truth. Well, I don't know about battery, and this is something not easy to present, and so this must be done at least in two parts. So I want to begin with the idea of vegetarianism. That again is something mistaken, that people simply doesn't know what things are about, so they live in under impressions, beliefs, ideas. So you can hear something from someone like, I am vegetarian because I live on bread. Then you hear the same people saying, also solarian because I live on sun, and see, that is not the truth. The truth is much, much more than that. And what is in stake? Well, putting things simply, what is in stake is prana. You see, you are breathing, but you don't even think about that. You do nothing about that. Just breathe. The same is with the sun. You have not always the same thing around the sun. There are seasons, there are a matter of weather, things, and so on. And yes, we need that kind of things because we live with this body. But we are not only that. Now, what is in stake is behind that is care. Life is care. You see, it's like a woman carrying her baby in their arms, taking care of their baby. That means it takes many things like love, and this has to do with many things like patience, devoting, will, so many things. And then what happened is, oh, mom, then her son gets grows up, gets older, and she cannot say is her property. It's one of her. It's the same. It's, you see, this means we are that. We are the result. Our body is our identification, is our being human. It's about that. Life is about the existence and the reason. So everything exists not for nothing, but for experience. It's nature. So let's see now. There are people living on prana, but most people doesn't know, don't relate it with that, and they simply difficult a bit things up. But anyways, now let me introduce something different. I talk about in a video. I bought some comments about something happened in Africa, but it's not only Africa, of course. It's about reading people high. People submitting themselves to this kind of thing. And I have to put this off and then start again, because battery doesn't allow me to proceed right now. So we'll see that. Hi again. I was confused. Friday I thought was Saturday. Oh boy. And then Saturday night I experienced somehow, of course, not my will. The Saturday night fever. the Satan party, you know. And here, of course, a good excuse is, well, to keep our young people here. We need to allow certain things. But this is happening everywhere. You see, in big cities is the same shit. Saturday night fever is sacred. So the law doesn't apply that night. The noise is to enjoy. People don't need to rest in that night. This is one more sign of madness. So again and again we have the hybrid fruit. See, the appeal, sex appeal. Well, why not drugs, alcohol? Yeah, Saturday night. Ooh. See, so it's always the same shit everywhere. No. I was talking about in last part, last video, and where I began this video. Something like this. I mean, Satan's world, people accepting always the prohibited fruit. In this case, I was talking about other things like they always keep doing things in order to conquer everything, like in the name of God, Satan as mark of the beast, always the same shit. So in this case, I can remember something like patent registration, simple like that. In this case, I'm talking about things like DNA. They are saying, they are always alleging. They cannot prove what they say, of course. It's always the same shit. About discoveries, about the DNA, the shit. And it's always the same. They allege something, and like, for instance, they create a theory, things like that, and then sell that shit to people as in the end there is no other truth. And people are led to accept and obey. Yeah. Believe, yeah, doesn't matter. But it's served to that, to be believed. So people only need to believe, not understand. No. There is nothing to understand, only to believe. So you see, people are submit themselves in shit like that. There is situations already occurring, like public service, big companies where people are submitting themselves to read by the machine, read their eyes. So then they claim they have their registration of DNA through the eyes. Now, it's always bullshit, always a lie. People don't know what is DNA, and that is a problem. People know nothing. And what is DNA? Let's see. DNA is in human being. In human being, the structure from where everything is built, and from where come information. Information, yeah. And then the basis is what we call 3D. It's 2 strands on DNA. But you see, in first place, we are talking about information. Yeah, that means people can put questions to themselves and somehow get answers. How this works? Simple. There is something called intuition, then something called rationality. So, which means realizing what appears to be, where people put questions and get the answers. So people receive some information through that impression, which is the intuition, and then people keep doing questions around that, and so in order to find the meaning, and then join points, people get answers. So there are an exercise called rational thinking. Rationality is the way. See, so what happens is people getting answers, people getting knowing something, which means they change. There is something new. There is something that changes with that. See? So that means people will be no more the same. There is some change. You see, that means that that scenario is false, is a lie. People are never the same, never. Are changing all the time, outside, inside, all the time, changing. So it's insane, insane. And then there is another thing, which is around, again, human nature, and that is around the spiritual world, where people can change into a new reality, which is the spirituality realm. And so there is a change again. See, in DNA, well, people can, instead two strands, can get more, 3, 4, 5, and so on, until, for instance, master, like in my case, 12 strands. And so you see what's going on here. The uniqueness, which is about human being, and the unique consciousness. See, we are all that consciousness. We just need to get there. So, you see how people are being mistaken. It's everything, everywhere, a trick to put people in that state. And so the state of passiveness, the state of belief, see, that's why people accept the prohibited fruit, which is to live under an idea, under a belief, and they accept to be in a fake world, in theater, where we call representative theater. See, so people have no rights, and that is the beginning. So, because there is no right to that, people have no right to do that. It's a prohibited fruit. People shouldn't accept that, and they are accepting. See? What can I say? responsibility, right? It's about duty, social interests, not individual. Freedom has to do with individual, but has to do with the social relation. So social interest is involved always. See, so if people don't live in that way, they have no right. They have everything bent. It's the opposite. So rightness is about the truth, it's about duty, whatever may be the case, or individually or socially. Individual is more about basically about spirituality, because, well, yeah, that is our body involved, of course, our health, our will, our power, yeah. But then there is the social business, social interests, which means there is the relation where people must use in order to live the way they should. So it's the social interest that is in stake, not individual. And so we are talking about social contract, not a contract that can bring something to someone or some interest, particular interest. No, it's social interest, is common interest, is to everybody, not only those who are in power. In this case, we are calling this citizenship, but the other that are dependent, children and so on. See, so there is a duty, there is a responsibility. There is no way to negotiate this. Contract is only a term to define the relation. That's it. That's it. So doesn't matter what we can talk about. Problems are everywhere, different. That has to do with many things like culture, climate, type of land, and so on. So you see, in Africa, the difficulties are not about, I don't know, something that comes from heaven, or no. People need to wake up, understand what they are doing, and putting themselves in the right way. That's it. So simple as that. So there is no issue unless people put in their heads issue like skin color. Well, for instance, there are big difference between African people and American and so on with same color. There is nothing to do with that. there is other things. Culture, what is that? You see? Well, everywhere we are seeing this shit. Saturday night. The Satan cult, everywhere. It's insane. Culture, beliefs. It's insane. So be in mind, things are not that way. Not. No way. That is no way. I mean, I think this is clear enough. And the video is okay. I don't need 2 parts. It's okay. So, this message, I think it's just fine, and we'll get there, I hope. Please share and keep well till next one.